Probably easiest way to get paid is through. Hi friends, welcome back to my 30-day series on how to become a food content creator in 2025. Today we're talking about what I think is probably the biggest question on everybody's mind. How do you get paid? I'm going to give you 3 ways to get paid that are easier to break into earlier as a content creator. And then I'm also going to give you some other ways that you can get paid once you kind of build a following and you have some traction. So the first and probably easiest way to get paid is through brand collaborations like UGC, which is user generated content. You can pitch brands directly in the DM. You can ask in the DM for emails so that you can email whoever is in charge of influencer collaborations if you have an idea for how you would like to collaborate with the brand. Typically for these types of partnerships, they can pay anywhere from $200 to $500 per video, depending on what your following is and also depending on what the deliverables are. So what they want you to do. The great thing about UGC is that sometimes you don't even really need to put the content onto your socials. It just goes to their socials. It'll just be used for their social media. So that's a great way to get started. For UGC, there are agencies like Billo and Twirl. There's a ton of agencies actually that will bring the jobs directly to you. So you have to apply to be on some of the platforms. But basically what they do is they connect with brands who are looking for content creators, and you as a content creator would apply to be on their app. And if you get in, what ends up happening is you can apply directly to brands who are looking for content creators. So that kind of alleviates the need for a blind pitch. I prefer to go through that. The only downside to that is obviously those agencies are going to take a cut. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, but UGC is a great way to get started. Sponsorships are a little bit different because that is when a company, typically they're reaching out to you because they want to collaborate and they want you to post something to your followers. This tends to come typically when you do have a little bit more traction, but you can get sponsorships pretty early. If you have the aesthetic, if you have the editing, if you have like a clear point of view, and if your audience is engaged. So brand collaborations and sponsorships are going to be the #1 way to make money as a content creator. A second way that you can make money as a content creator, and this is probably the most low effort way, is to get on an app that pays you to post. So obviously the biggest one is going to be TikTok, but with that one you do have to have, I want to say 10,000 followers to be eligible to get into their creator program. Another app that's great that will pay you straight out of the gate once you sign up is Flip. The difference between Flip and TikTok is you don't need a certain amount of followers. You are monetized the moment you sign up. But the great thing about Flip is you get paid for views, and then you also get commissions for whatever you sell in the app. So if you buy something off of their app and you link it in a video that you post, you're gonna get paid commission if anyone buys directly from your video. So that's another great way to get monetized. And then the third one is kind of a long game, but it pays off to just kind of have it out there because it gives you kind of passive income. It's going to be affiliate marketing. You can become an Amazon affiliate. You can partner with certain brands that will give you an affiliate link, and anything you sell from those links, you get a percentage, like a commission. Those are going to be things though where you post and you say, if you love this pan that I used, you can get it at the link in my bio. And if somebody buys it, then you get a commission, but it's not necessarily something that you're likely going to see a huge impact from early on. That's something where as you post more consistently and get more followers, you might start to see people use your affiliate links more often. And then of course there are other ways that you can get paid. So obviously ebooks are all the rage. If you have something that, like if you have a cookbook, you have some recipes that you want to get out there that you are really passionate about, that you've already been cooking on your channel or on your page, you can do an ebook. That is a great way to kind of bring in some passive income once you get it like set up and shot and put out. And then some of the other ways that you can kind of set up another source of income for yourself is to do paid cooking classes, either virtual or in person. And the great thing about virtual cooking classes, obviously you don't have to leave your house, but you can get as many people to sign up as you want to. And so, or as will sign up. And so with an in-person cooking class, obviously you're at the mercy of the capacity of the space that you're in. But for a virtual cooking class, if 1,000 people sign up and you have a, I don't know, $20 cover to get into the cooking class, well, you just made $20,000. That's amazing. So I think it's something that you could definitely do and kind of like map out as you understand more how you want to create income for yourself. But virtual or in-person cooking classes are a great way to monetize your business because they also allow you to connect with your audience. So something to keep in mind. And the last way, and this is probably like the biggest, is ads. And obviously ads are going to come once you have a couple thousand people on your page or on your site every day. If you run a blog or if you run a YouTube page that's monetized, getting ads is going to be huge for your income. There's a lot of ways though that you can get paid as a content creator, and it really just kind of depends on what you're comfortable with and how you want to navigate the space. And that about sums it up. This is a quick video. If you haven't watched all the other videos in the series, this is a 30-day series. I'm giving you everything you could possibly need to know in order to get started as a food content creator. Go back and make sure that you watch the other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. I would love for you guys to stick around and hang out with me. If you have any questions, definitely make sure you put those in the comments. Join me tomorrow and we're going to talk about what you should avoid as a new content creator. And it's actually not even as a new content creator, it's just things you should avoid in general as a content creator. I will be back here tomorrow. I hope to see you here.